Hey guys, my name's Katie Willcox, and today I'm going to be showing you my favorite makeup looks from Revlon. So I grew up in Casper, Wyoming, which no one ever guesses, and it taught me to be really strong and resilient playing sports and hanging with the boys, but makeup taught me to be feminine, and I'm going to show you guys my favorite natural makeup look today. So let's get started. So first, I like to use my foundation, and obviously my skin color is always changing depending on how much sun I get, so I'm actually going to mix a few of these colors to find my perfect shade. So I use these three different colors because if you look at my face has a lot of different tones to it. So different areas of our faces are different colors, and it's totally okay to mix as you're matching your foundation. So it's a little bit lighter underneath the eye, which I really like. Okay, and just remember, like, we always want to add in a little bit of shadowing naturally, so you can use the darker color underneath your cheekbone to bring in some of that contour. Same thing up here on your temple. And you can use foundation to bring out those shadows and highlights. Okay, perfect. So you can see we have like a really great base, and it's all evened out, and it looks really nice and natural, which is amazing. That's always a goal. So if you have a little bit of dark circles, I really love to use their Colorstay concealer underneath my eyes, just to give a little bit of a highlight. You can also use it in any other areas that have like more redness. For me, it's on the corners of my nose. And then I cover my mustache. Hey, if you have dark hair, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so that looks really nice, and just made a little bit brighter. Amazing. So this is an amazing base to start. And I always think that people have two features they should play up. And for me, it's my brows and my lips. So I'm gonna show you guys how I fill in my brows. So I love to use the Revlon Colorstay Brow Pencil because it's got the brush on the end and I don't have to sharpen it, which is the best. So I go for a darker brown color because my eyebrows are naturally really dark, but I don't want to go with a black because I think it's a little too harsh. So I really love this chocolatey brown color. It's perfect for my brows. So when I'm filling these in, I'm not pushing really hard. I'm just naturally kind of like grazing over the natural shape of my brow because I don't want them to look like they're completely drawn on in a solid mass. I want them to look like they're actual hairs. So then you can brush it out and make sure that you're evening out the pencil marks so that it looks really natural and your brow just looks nice and full. So a great thing to remember about your eyebrows is that they're sisters, they're not twins. A makeup artist told me that once, and it changed my world because I would try to match them, and then sure enough, I plucked them down to like one line of hairs and overplucked them trying to match them. It's never gonna happen. They're not twins, they're sisters. So just naturally go with the shape of each one and you won't even notice. It'll just look balanced on your face. So my eyebrows are done, which is great. Now I'm gonna start on my eyes, and I'm going to be using Revlon Colorstay 2-in-1 angled eyeliner. So this is like an eye crayon eyeliner. You can use it either way. So this is really cool because it is angled, so it's gonna help you like get in your lash line a lot better. So you're gonna really get it in there, and then don't worry about making this perfect. I think people make that mistake of thinking their eyeliner has to be perfect. I'm actually not gonna use it as a perfect line. I'm gonna blend this and use it as a base for my shadow. Okay, so again, it's not perfect, don't worry. We're gonna blend it out. When in doubt, blend it out. That's our favorite saying. So they have a brush on this packaging, which is great. So we're gonna use that brush, and we're actually just gonna move this around as a base, almost like a base shadow, but it's a little bit darker towards the eye line. So we're brushing it. It's almost like painting, you guys. Like, so you just kind of even that out. Look at the difference. So you're stressing about having a perfect line, and it doesn't even matter. Just brush that out and pull it up. Okay, we're gonna do the other side. So there we go. That almost even looks good as itself. So we're gonna go back there and just add in a little bit of the dark again at the lash line. And now it's already blended, so it doesn't show as much if it's not perfectly straight, which is great, because we know that's almost impossible. So today for the eyes, I'm gonna be using this really pretty palette. So we've got some pinks in here, we've got this nice kind of burnt burgundy color, and then a little bit of gold, which is really pretty. So you can use the eye applicator or a brush. I actually do like to use these, especially with the darker color, but I'm gonna start with the light color and I'm gonna use a brush for that. So I'm not gonna go directly onto the liner that we've already just set, and you can mix a little of the gold too. So we already are blending out the top of the liner as well, so you can see the difference with the color pop here of the gold. So remember, like when you're doing your makeup, it's like painting. So layers are good, blending is always good. Don't go too fast, you're not like in a race. You can always start over. If you do something that's too much, you can take it down, you can add. So I think girls get a little intimidated of thinking they're gonna do it wrong, and it's just more about playing with the product so that you can figure out how it goes on and what works best for you. Now I have the light gold and pink, and I'm gonna add this nice burgundy color, and I do like to use the applicator. So remember, we talked about this being the base. Now look at this color. How great does that look now? So we're going right on the base, and it's fading up really pretty. So this looks already better than it would if I put that on my bare lid versus having the liner beneath it. And it's a lot softer than if I just went with a solid black. So the color looks great. We do want to just take a little bit more of the gold, and we're going to blend right and kind of blend the two colors. And I'm pulling a little bit of that up and a little bit of the other color down. So I maybe added a little too much here. So remember we talked, I'm just going to kind of brush my brush off and go back to the gold. And I'm going to go over that and lighten it up because I went a little too high. So now I'm just going to use the gold to blend that back down, and we're still good. So again, it's all just about blending and playing with the colors and the shapes. I'm going to bring out the corner just a little bit for the shape of my eye, so it's more of an almond shape versus round. Okay, so that was pretty easy. It wasn't too complicated. You have great color. Now we're going to curl our lashes and add some mascara. So for my mascara, I'm gonna use the Mega Multiplier in the black brown color. So I love blackest black mascara, everything black mascara. But because I'm going for like a little bit of a softer color, I'm gonna go for the black brown so that it's a little bit bronzy and it matches the tones that are in my shadow. And when you're doing your lashes, you wanna pull the middle lashes up, straight up to your eyebrow, and the side lashes out to like the corner of your eyebrow. So we're just finishing up adding our mascara. You can do a little bit on the bottom, but I accidentally got a few of my lashes touch the top because they're long. So what you want to do is wait and let that dry instead of trying to take it off when it's wet. It's going to smear, it's going to mess up your shadow. So I've let this dry, and I'm just going to take my sponge and just kind of brush it off, and you can see it just kind of rubs right off. So I didn't have to like redo anything. I just waited a moment to let it dry, and then I was able to flake it off without it smearing. Okay, perfect. So next up, I'm going to just add some color to my cheeks, and I'm gonna start with this really beautiful highlight palette. So I'm loving these colors for underneath my cheekbone, just to shadow a little bit, but it's still got a really pretty shimmer. And then I'm gonna add the highlight color on top. So you're just creating dimension to your face. It's really soft and pretty. I don't like to go too crazy with my highlighter or contour. So I want to get a little bit of color as well, right to the apples of my cheeks. So I'm gonna get a smile and then add on some pink. All right, so nothing crazy with contour. We're just adding a little bit of color, a little bit of shimmer, and it's a little more natural than the full everything painted on. I'm not a fan of that. I like more bringing out your natural, beautiful features versus trying to create ones that don't exist on your face. So I think this is a great way that you can do that. Next up, we're almost done, guys. It's pretty easy. We're just gonna outline a little bit of the lip. So I'm really loving this color. It's just their rose color. And this is gonna be a really pretty nude. So I'm gonna start outlining the top. And I go a little bit above my lip line, but I have a really pronounced natural lip line, so it looks like a shadow. So just don't go too crazy outside of your lip line like the Kardashians. Keep it within reason, otherwise you just look crazy. But a little bit never hurt anybody. Now I'm going to add this really pretty color, you guys. It's their 120 Apricot Fantasy. You guys, this color is so pretty, and it's gonna go perfect with my skin tone. So it's a little orange. It's like a nude with an orange tint, which is so pretty for like darker skin. So to finish off my look, I'm just gonna add a tiny little bit of gloss because I have big lips and they get dry, and that's not a cute look for anyone. And this is a little bit of plumping, which I don't really need, but it's awesome for those people that want a little bit of a plump full lip, just to have it feel a little more moist. So that's it. So that's my easy go-to natural look that I love, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it and you try it out. And you can get all of these products at your local Walmart, which is pretty awesome. So have fun and make sure that your makeup is about you and how you want to express yourself to the world.